Hey friends, I'm so happy to be sharing with you guys today. It has been forever. I have just been running around busy with kids, family, all kinds of stuff, right? And just trying to figure out some stuff. But you know what else I did? I maybe put my Christmas tree up before Thanksgiving. So we are those type of people. Um, Not always. Usually, I put my Christmas tree up like the week of Thanksgiving, and I decorate it after. But last year, it was a busy season, and I feel like I missed out on a lot. And I just thought, I want the comfort of that tree up, and I want the comfort of Christmas movies, and I just want to like enjoy the holidays. So I thought I would share a little bit of something that happened in October with you guys. And so when I say like I want to enjoy the holidays, I get some people are like, I don't like the holidays, or I love the holidays, but the family drama that comes with the holidays is overwhelming, or it's just unpredictable and there's so much stress and tension and I don't know what to do. So in October, we had this little get together with some friends, and it ended in a very abrupt way with one of my kids throwing a humongous temper tantrum, or I don't even know if it was a temper tantrum, just lost her mind. And I stood there actually in my kitchen crying. And thank God that these are friends that have been friends for years and years and years. So they loved me in spite of the crazy that was happening. But I just was so mortified, and like I try to pull it together, and I'm honest about the struggles, but at the same time I want to be strong. And I couldn't be strong. Like I literally like sobbed and cried. I just couldn't even hold it together. And so we went from that, and we do lots of counseling and stuff in our family, lots of therapists, and we really believe in that kind of help and appreciate the process. And so we have found a new therapist here back in Nashville that, it's kind of tricky. Like if you're dealing with insurance, well, insurance won't cover certain things. So we love our therapist that we had in Nashville before. Unfortunately, our insurance does not cover her. So we went with a different route. So all that to say, here we are. We're in a new counseling situation, and I am like, we're going to tell the truth. Like, this is what happened. But before that happened, so that night, huge fit. It was awful. It was really, really embarrassing. The next day, we were taking the kids to Santa Claus, Indiana, to the Holiday World, because we thought that would be fun. We've never done it, and it's not far away. And so I didn't know that night it was going to erupt the way that it did. So the next morning, needless to say, I was not super excited about going to Holiday World with everybody. Like I wanted to do it, but I think like this underlying bubbling of like nervousness and like, oh my gosh, if this happens again, I don't think I can hold it together. Like this is overwhelming and frustrating. And so we had a conversation in the morning, like, hey, what happened last night? Like everything was fine and you exploded. What happened? And this, my sweet little girl, she said, I needed them to leave, and I couldn't figure out how to get them to leave. But I needed them to leave. Didn't they know we were going to Holiday World? Didn't they know? Actually, it was a surprise. Didn't they know we were going somewhere the next day and they needed to leave because I had to go to sleep? So Steve and I are just like, oh, okay, this was like, you knew exactly what you were doing. And it was totally like, you can't handle things that way. And then Steve and I go in the closet and laugh like, oh my gosh, how many times have we been in a situation that we wanted to scream like, get out, or we wanted to leave? You know what I mean? Like how many times as adults have we been in situations that we just wish people would leave, but we know we can't throw a fit and start screaming, leave. So this is what happens. So we bring this to the counseling, and we start to kind of unpack, like, what does this mean? What does this look like? And bottom line, I am my little girl's like blankie. She has a blankie, but I'm her comfort. I'm her safety net. And even though she's mean to me at times, I'm like the one that she needs comfort from. And so she couldn't get me. So, because I said, why don't you just take your iPad and go to your room and just have some quiet time? Nobody was up there. You could have done that. No, 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 I needed you. I needed you. And so you're like, oh, well, this is crazy. I need her to not need me, and I need her to figure out how to communicate her needs in a reasonable fashion, right? So anyways, all this to say, holiday season, you might have a kid that is like, I hate it when people come over, or I hate it when I have to go to other people's houses, or maybe your spouse feels that way, or maybe you feel that way. And so there's just this little thing that the therapist said that I thought was genius that I wanted to share with you because it could be helpful for your family in this holiday season where it's super crazy, hustle, bustle, all of it, right? She said, I think that Hope needs a bag, a backpack, something that has tools for her that help her calm herself down. I was like, oh, okay. We've always had different techniques that we've used to calm Hope down. Always, like I've shared before about going on vacation and having games and different things reset her. So like memory or go fish or Candyland. And so we went a little bit further with this one. So pack a bag. What should be in her bag? And so then she's 10, so she's old enough to pick what she wants in her bag. But any kid, it doesn't have to be that your child is with a therapist and needs this. It can be all of your kids could have their own bag that they take with them when you have to go on long road trips, when you have to go to a school assembly that you know that your little one does not want to go to, when you have to go to church, when you have to go to a game, when you have to go to a family get-together. All of your kids can have a bag that is like survival kit, right? And what does that look like? So just for example, in Hope's bag, there is paper and colored pencils. She likes to draw. It helps soothe her. She's a great artist. So she likes to draw. She wants a squishy thing like a stress ball or something like that in there that she can hold tight and squeeze. She likes weight, so a weighted stuffed animal. I always bring snacks. Like my friends even say, like, what's in your bag? You always have snacks. I always carry snacks. Not for me, just I think I've had kids for so long that there's always something in my bag. So snacks that they can grab on their own and they don't have to say like, I need $1 for the concession, and then you've got to go walk them down there. So really think through like, what could you put in or actually you want to let your child or your teen decide what they want in their bag. So like, Hope has an iPad, so her iPad goes in her bag. So real quick, I want to give you one other thought. So everybody's family is different. Everybody functions different. Everybody's punishments are different, right? And so one of the things that helps calm one of my kiddos down is an iPad. And so this is the thing, like if it's not a good day, we're having a bad episode, it's just not going well, it's take your iPad and find a quiet place. That is one thing that I don't take away because it is a soothing, like that's the thing that brings the calm back. So I'm not going to take that away as a punishment when that's the one thing that can help us to kind of dig out of a ditch. So when you are thinking about punishments, even if you've got a family member or somebody comes in and it's a friend and it's like, I can't believe you're going to let them have that. If you know that that's the tool that works for you in your home, then you go with it. Like everybody's home is different. And so if that tool is the tool that works for your home, then I just want to encourage you, like, establish your own order in your own home and what that looks like. And it might not make sense to other people, but you know your children and you know what they need and you know how to navigate things. So, like, I don't take away iPad from one of my kiddos. My other child, if you mouth off at me, I'm taking your phone. Like, that's it. So different kids, like that's a punishment for one kid, and the one that needs the iPad to calm down, it may be like you have an early bedtime tonight because you're not going to do that. Like you're not sassing me. So early bedtime, or I'm canceling your play date. You're not going to a friend's house because you can't do that. Like the way that you're acting is not appropriate. So I just want to encourage you guys. Holidays are tough. This season, I love this season, but there's lots of emotions and things that play into this season. I'm an extrovert, so I would love a house full all the time. I've got several introverted children in my home, which means that they do not get filled up by having multiple people here. They get drained, and then I can see kind of the little explosions that are happening throughout the evening or the weekend or whatever it is. So just be really mindful. The other thing, routine is really key, right? For a lot of people, even if there's no special needs issues, whatever, routine is key. There's probably a rhythm and a routine that you go through with your daily life, and you maybe don't even recognize it. But those things are really important. So as you're going through the holiday season, and you might be visiting and traveling and things like this, we have this what is he? A behavioral neurologist that we had on our team for a long time. For our family, like dealing with some stuff. And he was great. He said, I know you're going to travel. You're going to do all these things. You're going to take your kids to Disney. The things that you should do, though, there should be some consistency in there, whether it's the same food that they eat all the time, whether it's the same bedtime that you give them. Some of the routine should stay the same. Not everything can stay the same, but if a couple things can stay the same, that might help with the outbursts or the agitation or the frustration that your kids feel and you feel. Like, you can feel the energy in the room, and when it's not going well, you know it's not going well. And so just to save face, a couple things. So perhaps a backpack filled with stuff that helps them, that they know they don't have to ask you for a snack. It's already in there. They don't have to ask you for paper and pencil because you already packed it. They don't have to ask you for a device, whatever it is, a game, whatever it is. I'm going to teach Hope how to play solitaire because I think that is a great thing for her to be able to do when she feels like, oh my gosh, I need to calm down, and she can calm herself down by playing a game like that. So just a couple quick tips. That's what I wanted to give you guys today.